Hey y'all, and welcome back to Sweet Pea and Peonies Designs. My name is Jennifer, and today I'm going to show you how I made this Louisiana acrylic blank keychain with this adorable heart charm and the cute little puff ball to go along with it. All the products that I use will be listed and linked in the description box below, so check those out if you're interested. And you don't have to be from Louisiana to make this. Where I got this acrylic blank from, I believe they have all the other states that you could go ahead and make your own personalized state. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, today we're going to be making a acrylic keychain blank with some glitter. So I have this Louisiana blank that I got from Zindy.com and this cute little heart charm that we're going to add glitter to as well. I am using UV resin from Counterculture DIY. This glitter from Peachy Olive Glitters. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it because I'm gonna butcher it. So that's what we're doing. And then this vinyl is Little Magnolias, which is the state flower of Louisiana. I got it from North 80 off of Etsy. I'm not sure if she has a vinyl for every state with their flower, but I thought it was really cute to incorporate the Louisiana state flower into the Louisiana blank. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the backing on this blank. As you can see, there is some brown protective paper on it, and we need to get that off so we can add our glitter and UV resin. So on these state ones, or maybe even some other blanks, you probably want to pay attention to the side that you're putting your glitter on. I want the glitter on the back of this blank, and I was taking off the front. The front is where the vinyl is going to go on this side that I'm showing you right now. So thank goodness I realized that and took the back paper off. So now I'm going to do the same thing for this heart charm. I don't really care which side I put the glitter on for that. So I just picked a random side. Now I'm going to go ahead and scuff up the surface of each of these blanks with a 60 grit sanding block. This is just going to make our UV resin have something to stick better to. It's going to adhere better to our blank if we scuff it up just a little bit. So I'm going to do that for both blanks, and then I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and just clean them up a little bit. Any debris that got on there, we're going to remove with our rubbing alcohol and paper towel. After that, we can go ahead and get into mixing our UV resin and our glitter. I have a medicine cup right here that you'll see in a second. I'm gonna pour 5 milliliters of UV resin in, and then I will pour my glitter on top. UV resin is all mixed already. It's not like regular resin, epoxy resin that we are using for our tumblers where you have to mix part A and part B. It's all mixed together. So all you have to do is pour it into the medicine cup, and then I am going to pour this glitter on top to where the entire surface of my UV resin is covered. That's usually about how much I like to do. I don't like to be able to see through my glitter and UV resin mix when I lift my acrylic blank up to the light. So I do like to have a lot of glitter in there. I did realize about at this point that the consistency is probably a little bit thicker than I needed, which is okay because I can just take my UV resin and add a little bit more in there. We don't have to mix anything, which is the beauty of using UV resin for these types of projects. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm adding just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and mix it in, stir it up, make sure everything is well incorporated, and then I'm going to go ahead and add it to my blank. So when I go ahead and add it to my blank, I'm using a silicone little tool that I have. I really like this tool right here because it has a really pointy end, and then the end that I'm using right now is kind of flatter, so I can actually get more of my mixture out with that end. I do like moving my UV resin around with the pointy end. It just makes me able to make sure everything is more precise and I have more control over where I'm moving this UV resin. I think my resin is probably still a little bit thicker than I would like it to be, but that is okay. We made it work. I am making sure that I get my mixture all around the entire blank. Make sure that you focus on the edges of your acrylic blank, because if you do kind of make it to where if you don't have enough of your glitter and resin mixture on the edge of your blank, you will be able to tell when you cure it. I kind of feel like the UV resin shrinks up just a little bit after it's cured, so I like to really make sure that I am pushing all of the resin and glitter to the edge of my blank. Now this is sped up 1.5 times, so it looks like I'm doing this quickly, but it's not as quick as it looks. So then after I finish with the Louisiana acrylic blank, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for my heart charm. I actually applied a little bit too much on my heart charm. You'll see in a second that I scoop some of it up and apply it back into the medicine cup, which is totally fine. Not a big deal. You'll see right here, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I put too much. Oh no, so let me put some back. So that's what I did, and then I'm just going to go ahead and push everything to the edges on this. So like I said, you want it to the edges, but you also can overdo it and put too much of the UV resin, which I did on this. I went ahead and torched this after I applied it all, and I probably torched it too much, and I thinned it out. So it did overflow the edges of my blanks, which is fine. You can fix that with a craft knife. Just running the craft knife along the edge of your blank, it will get the UV resin off. So it's not a huge deal. So then after that, I went ahead and put it under my UV lamp for 2 sessions of 120 seconds, and it was cured hard. As you can see, the surface of this is not smooth. It's kind of lumpy and bumpy because we did add that glitter in there. I don't particularly like that look. That's personal preference. If you're fine with that, you can move on to your next step after your first layer. I like to add another layer of UV resin on top just to make sure that we have a smoother finish. Because we're not mixing anything into our UV resin, you can apply it directly to the blank from the UV resin bottle like I'm doing right here. I'm just adding a little bit at a time and pushing it around all the way to the edges. As you can see on that bottom right hand corner, I do have a little bit of the UV resin spilling over, and as I told y'all earlier, that is an easy fix. You just take your craft knife and you run it along your blank and it will come off. So it's not a big deal if it happens to you, it's just an extra step. I have found that if you have a lot of your UV resin that ran over to where it's seeped on the backside of your blank onto that brown paper backing, that's why we don't want to take it off as well. Not only do we not want scratches, but we don't want that UV resin to cure to the back of our blank. So if that happens to you, I have found if you can get your craft knife in between the UV resin and the brown paper backing, the UV resin pops off a lot easier than you like scraping it off the sides of your blank. So just try out those two different techniques. If it happens to you, it will come off. You just have to work at it. So now I'm going to add some more UV resin to my heart charm. And I'm also going to link in the description a video of one of my other acrylic blank keychains where I got resin in that keychain hole, and I show you how I clean that up because it happened here as well. I added too much. So I'll show that to y'all so you can see how you can clean these up if you get resin where it's not supposed to go. So after I did all of that, I went ahead and torched it with a small kitchen torch to pop any of the bubbles that is in my resin, and then I put it under my UV lamp for 120 seconds 2 times. I know some people have an issue with UV resin curing hard. I've only ever used the counterculture one and my 168 watt lamp from Amazon, and I think that's why mine cures hard so quickly. So now we're going to go ahead and cut our vinyl. When you order an acrylic blank from Zindy.com, they send you an email with your SVG file. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down, find the Louisiana 3-inch acrylic blank, and click that link. It is going to go ahead and download the SVG file to your computer. You're going to open it, and you'll see that there are 2 different SVG files. or shapes for this blank. I'm not sure why. The one on the right is what the blank looks like. The one on the left is a more accurate depiction of what Louisiana looks like. I'm not sure why they include both of them. I tried to use the one on the left. It just didn't fit for me. So I went ahead and saved it to my computer. I opened up Cricut Design Space, clicked Make Project. I'm going to go to the bottom left-hand corner, click Upload, Upload Image, and Browse. Then I'm going to go through my files and find where I saved it. And then I'm going to go ahead and open that up into Cricut Design Space, click Upload, click the image, and then Add to Canvas. And it's going to show up on our canvas. They are grouped together, so I'm going to go ahead and ungroup them because I do not need both of them. Everything I'm showing you is on the picture on the left that I wanted to use, but it did not work. So I pretty much had to do everything to the one on the right again after I realized it didn't work, but it's the same exact process. So y'all may have seen on Etsy, like it's your state and then there's a heart over the generalized area of where you live. That's what I wanted to do with this project. So we're going to go ahead and open up the shapes feature and find a heart. That's what I'm doing right here. And then I'm just going to resize the heart to where it's smaller and over the generalized area of where I live. So after I do that, I need to select the Louisiana shape and the heart shape at the same time. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, so I'm selecting both of them, bottom right-hand corner is the slice feature. Click it and then just wait for it to do its magic. So what it's doing is slicing a heart shape into our Louisiana image. So that way when we cut this out on our vinyl, the vinyl is going to be missing from where the heart is. That's going to allow the glitter to shine through that heart and just add a little bit of extra pizzazz to our acrylic blank. Every time I've ordered a blank from Zindy.com, the SVG file is sized appropriately for the blank. For some reason, this one wasn't. It was 5 by 5 and my acrylic blank is about 3 inches. So I'm not sure what happened there. I will be reaching out to them to let them know. Maybe they aren't aware of it. So I cut this out and then added the vinyl to my blank and added another layer of UV resin on top like we did previously. My phone was so overheated, y'all, it would not record anything. So that's why I do not have a video of me doing that, but that was my next steps. All right, so now we're ready to put the hardware on our blanks. I have a little puff ball here and all the hardware to go ahead and apply it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I am going to thread this little link through here. If I can get it in. I might need to get like a more circular one, but we'll see. Like that. And I'm going to try and close that hole a little bit more if I can, because I don't want any of the other rings coming off because I have that gap. Just going to pinch it together. See, now you can see that it's closed. And here's our Louisiana. I'm going to go ahead and attach my heart charm to these little circular links. I like using this pair of pliers on this side. I don't know, are y'all like that? You have a certain side you like to use different things for. Just go ahead and close those up. And I guess I did that the hard way. I could have done that differently. It's okay. We're going to open this top one, attach it up here to that link, close it up. And I will say, see, look how cute. I will say, I feel like these links that came with, this is what it looks like when it came in the pack. It came with a lobster claw attached to these little links, and then one of the normal keychain links. I like these better. I feel like they're definitely more secure than these that I got. Those are two different things I got off of Amazon. So I do like the thicker ones better. I feel like they'd hold up better. So there's that. And then if I want to add this little puff, I can add it right there. And then just look how cute that is, y'all. Let's put it down. Look how cute. We can go over here. Like, so cute. Hey y'all, so here is our Louisiana acrylic blank with our adorable heart charm and a cute little puff ball to go with it. So let's take a closer look at this project. We have the magnolia vinyl, which I think adds a special touch to this acrylic blank because the magnolia is the Louisiana state flower. Also, the little heart over the generalized area of where I live, I think that adds another personal touch to this project other than it already just being personalized because it's the state that I live in. We have the beautiful purple glitter and the heart charm to match that glitter as well. And then this cute little puff ball to go with it. Y'all, this was a really simple project that you could knock out in one day. I think if you want to offer this to your customers, especially if you add this heart over the generalized area of where they live, I think that they would love that. So I really enjoyed making this project. I hope y'all enjoyed watching it. If you did, please give me a like. Let me know in the comments and hit the subscribe button. It really does let me know that you're liking the projects that I'm putting out. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. I hope y'all have a great day and a wonderful weekend. Bye!